Here, come on, come on. All right, it's time, fellas. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Man, welcome back to another episode of MKZ The Podcast. Man, we back with another episode. It's been a little while, but y'all thought football season was gonna come around and we wasn't gonna say nothing about it. Like,
They
so
crazy.
hey, crazy as hell. I mean, it's the off season. We have some other sports to discuss, but y'all know we be busy, so we can't really talk about everything. But the big shit, just know we're gonna be here for that. So NFL season is almost upon us. It's actually starting tomorrow, as of right now. Well, today when y'all see this, but tomorrow, as of right now, when we're recording this, and we all looking forward to it like we always is. So before we get into what's going on with the NFL season this year, how we doing? How y'all boys feeling? Smack, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. It's gonna be a lot of new players going to new different teams. We're trying to see who's gonna win the championship at the end. See the Dolphins go win the bowl in my lifetime. You feel me? Waiting for the Cowboys to disappoint me once again. You feel me? So it's a great year. It's a great year for football, man.
It's a
Glad to be
beautiful year.
back.
It's a beautiful year for football. Key, how you feeling? Life wise, anything, football, whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, feeling okay, feeling good. Uh, Hopefully it's a good year of football. Not for the Patriots, but
Damn.
we go out there, we go out there and
Lord, he
we
knows.
enjoy. Yeah, six rings. It's gonna be happening eventually. Shit, it's rebuilding time, so I'm enjoy the process. But life is good though. I'm glad to be alive.
That's hold on. Let's round of applause for Key. That might be the most positive check-in he's ever
That was
given.
definitely the most positive intro that he gave.
Right,
Man, you
because
don't
he be
deserve no
talking
damn
shit.
round of applause. It's about damn time.
Oh yeah, real shit, Nick. No, just chill, bro. Mental health is very serious. Mental health is very serious to MKZ. I just want to put that out there. So if any of you or any of your friends are going through something, please make sure y'all check on them. Yeah, look
Hmm.
at hey, look at French. Perfect timing, my boy.
Hey, it matters, man.
It
It
matters.
matters.
And y'all positive to reach that number that he got on the bottom if y'all need it, man. If y'all need it.
For that, for that, for that, for that.
But
No.
Wow.
chill, Key. We just said we support mental.
Shout out for real though.
And
Yeah.
there goes our endorsement deal on mental
There it
health.
go.
What?
There it go.
Y'all wanna make money off people mental problems? Shit. I guess that's what I'm going to school
No,
for.
psychologist,
Look what you doing.
he bogus. French, how you feeling?
I would be feeling better, but Florida State, and
Ah,
I got them boys
shit.
hung up right there though. You feel me? I
Ah.
love y'all boys. Love y'all boys. But you feel me?
Ooh,
Take it
But you feel
down.
me? Yeah. But I'm feeling good. Can't complain. Can't complain.
You said Florida State.
Yeah.
Bow, 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 bow. That's that booty meat. Y'all garbage
Bully
ass.
me. Look,
All
I'm
right.
telling you right now.
Okay.
Okay, I know dumb people gonna say something.
Okay.
Don't let Florida State beat UM. It's gonna be the death of y'all. Y'all not gonna
Hey,
stop hearing from me.
hey,
I'm
I ain't
coming.
even, I ain't even gonna
As
hold you.
long as you start DJU,
I ain't gonna lie, he tripping. We not even gonna get into that, but he tripping. He tripping. He tripping. Cause
We'll say,
I go all day
great day as
about
long as
this.
you start
man.
Oh my
We'll save the college football talk for another day.
ten
But
defense.
man,
Like,
listen,
bro.
man, listen, this shit crazy. But yeah, man, everybody doing good on this side, and we hope all you guys are doing good that continuously tune into our episodes. Like we said, bro, even if it's one person, two people, three people. I mean, whoever tuned in, we know we really appreciate you guys for clicking on the episodes and showing us some love whenever you guys had the time. And it means a lot to us because we do put in quite a bit of effort to make all this shit work. And it's much appreciated. But without further ado, we're going to segue to Smack. Like we said, it's NFL season. We getting started with, yet another season. I'm hella excited for this season. I don't know why. I'm excited for football in general this year. I've been a lot more tuned in. I got my Lamar high school jersey on, so I'm repping today, bro. But Smack, talk
That
to
boy
us,
said,
man. I'm telling you. But Smack, talk to us, man. What's going on to start off to kick off the season?
man, we starting off kickoff with arguably one of the best games, should be one of the best games of the year. We got Lamar versus Pat Mahomes in the rematch
yes,
hmm
sir.
tomorrow. That shit is gonna be a good one. Man, I tell everybody take Chiefs money line, but we got some. diehard Lamar fans that sometimes just don't want to be just a little realistic on
Fuck
what's
that.
going. You
Me.
know.
Fuck that. We
So for all
we
my
will
betters,
not.
each money line we'll take the spread 2.5 minus 2.5. We'll take that spread too as well.
It's one
We
and a
re-
half.
2.5. We repping with Broward County, bro. I ain't repping with no fucking Taylor Swift, bro. I'm straight.
McKinney gonna be shocked.
He gonna be
What? Big
shot, bro.
shock.
Hey,
He gonna be big
hey,
shot. What time they play for the people, Smack?
they should be playing at 8:30 if I'm
8:30. Okay.
correct.
Okay. So they got a game
8:20.
8
8:20.
8:20. So late evening game tomorrow between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Like McKinley opened up. I mean, that should be one of the most anticipated games of the year. I mean, you have the MVP versus the team that continuously seems as though it's his last, building block before he could reach his Super Bowl goals and destination. So that should be a good one. Who y'all got? It seemed like Smack already made his pick with the Chiefs. Uh, Key, French, who you got?
Man, my dog from the crib, man.
Yay!
Come on, man. Lamar, bring it home, baby. And plus, they just added Derrick Henry, too. Bro, I want to see how that worked. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see that run game.
That's
We
yeah,
ain't
very,
even
very
I
we
concerning.
ain't
gotta see
even
this.
yeah, we ain't even talk about that addition. Derrick Henry is major to a team that's already primarily run heavy, and I think he's gonna take a lot of the load off of guys like Lamar and some of these receivers that are targets that he continuously has to go to throughout the season. Gus Edwards did his thing last year, but I mean, we talking about King Henry. I mean, if he's still anything of what he was in Tennessee, it's a
I
problem.
sure hope.
I
Mm-hmm.
sure hope. I sure hope. Key, who you got?
The Ravens.
There you go.
Uh, well, like you said, like Derrick Henry's there, Zay Flowers. There's no Legarius Sneed, like their best DB, top 5 DB in the league.
God, they got Trent McDuffie. That boy tough.
Hmm.
He's tough. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's one of the best slot corners in the league.
He's
Don't do
not.
that.
He's not Legarius Sneed. He's not Legarius
He
Sneed.
don't need to
Legarius
be
Sneed
luxurious. He
is Zay
damn near
Flowers
close to
gonna cook
good.
that nigga. Zay Flowers gonna
Hell,
cook him.
hell no.
Zay
I ain't
Flowers
gonna be
gonna
easy.
cook.
Watch from
I
the
Zay
love
crib,
Zay
Flowers
too,
gonna
man.
Flowers.
cook. They gonna stack
I
the box on
love
Derrick
Zay Flowers.
Henry.
It ain't gonna be
They gonna
easy.
cook. They gonna eat. They gonna run the ball all the time. They gonna take away from Patrick Mahomes. They gonna do that shit, man. That
And
shit
that
easy
defense is
money,
missing.
Smacker.
That defense is missing some pieces, man. They done lost some pieces in free agency too.
Who they lost? Geno Stone. That's it. The D line's still there. They still got good secondary.
What you call it? They lost Roquan. Nah,
No,
Roquan's
Patrick Queen
Patrick
was
trash.
Queen.
ass. He wasn't that great, and they
He
have
was
someone to
not. He
replace
was
him.
not ass. Don't do that.
He
Don't do
was. He
that.
wasn't that good. He wasn't that good. He wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Patrick Queen. That's not a big blow. It was Roquan maybe, but Patrick Queen no.
I don't think an
Yeah, the Queen.
episode. I don't think a. My bad, French. Before you hop
No, you
in,
good, you good, you good, you good.
I don't think. I just wanted to say this. I don't think an episode ever passes where we don't get a smack and key argument, and I love it
Okay,
though.
G.
I love it. That's
G.
part of. That's part of the. That's part of the MKZ culture, bro.
That's like a necessity. It's a necessity.
Yeah.
It has to happen. It has to happen. It has to.
What were you about to say,
It's just
French?
feels when we play Madden.
Oh
It's
man,
even
nah. They
worse.
don't. They don't want to see that, bro. They don't
Keep it
want.
dropping.
No.
Oh, McKinney dropping passes.
Oh.
Oh,
Keep on throwing Stevies.
No.
Stay away from the
oh,
positive receiver.
oh! All right, all right, all right, all right,
Y'all
all right.
boys
That boy's
chill.
selling.
Y'all
He's selling.
boys
He's selling.
chill.
He's selling games.
Y'all boys chill, bro. Y'all boys chill, man. Y'all boys chill. French, you was gonna hop
But
in
nah,
about Patrick McQueen.
no, I was gonna say nah. Patrick King. I mean, he was. I mean, he was a good piece that they had on the team.
He was
You know,
straight.
I feel like you see Key talking about he was straight. Like that nigga
He,
was vocal, bro. Like
yeah, I was
he
just
was a
about to
leader
say
on that
that.
team.
I was just about to say that. I feel like that.
No.
What you mean? No, we seen the playoff run.
That nigga
Gee,
say he's a leader on the team.
Well, I
Hell
mean, he means a
no.
vocal leader though. A vocal leader, bro.
No,
I said
Roquan.
I clearly said vocal leader.
Both of them, bro. It was both of them was doing what they needed to
Patrick, you
do.
know what I'm saying? Key, what you talking about?
Gee,
So who
Key
the
don't.
leader, Key? Other than
It's
Lamar.
definitely Roquan. Definitely was
Okay,
Roquan.
Roquan. So Patrick Queen ain't play a part.
Patrick Queen was a guy on the side, bro.
I don't know
He
if we could
was.
say. I don't
This what
know
he
if we
talking about.
could
This what he
say
talking about. He
that.
underplaying it.
I don't know if we
No,
could say
he
that.
was a guy on the side, bro.
So
Trust. Like
we didn't see that big old zero on the field.
Right.
number 0 is Roquan.
Yeah, but it's Roquan.
Oh, self serve. Oh,
Roquan got
All got a
all the
all right,
interviews.
but
He
But
talked to
McQueen,
everybody.
no, Queen has six. Queen has six. I'm tripping.
Queen's not shit, but he's not a big blow to the defense. Like
you don't. So
he's
you don't
straight.
think. So you don't think them losing Queen.
Geno Smith is more important to me than Queen.
Okay.
And you gonna argue that, McKinley?
Debatable.
I see it,
You
baby.
said Geno Smith.
No, Geno
Debatable.
Stone. Geno
Oh,
Stone. Geno
Snow.
Stone.
Oh, they
He
said
was a
Smith.
really good DB. He stepped it up. Like he was locking down. That they played without Marlon Humphrey in the playoffs last year, which is that's another part that's pissing. And Geno Stone still played his part, and they had a good defense on Patrick Mahomes.
Right. Now, what about
That
how do
boy
you?
Travis Kelsey was cooking.
Right. So how do you? So let me get y'all take on this because we were discussing. Of course, y'all know we're doing fantasy. Hopefully, we'll get to bring you guys some of that content throughout the season. But
Yeah.
we was discussing how much of an impact Isaiah Likely's breakout, end of the season was last year is going to be
hmm
on Mark Andrews' return and him being that primary target. If I recall correctly, Key was saying he doesn't think Likely's going to he's going to take away from Mark Andrews. Is that correct, Key?
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
You don't think so? So you don't think their shares are going to be distributed now that Likely's kind of emerged as a reliable target?
No, I don't think so. And I think uh, based off his performance in later in the playoffs, he didn't have as much impact as like Mark Andrews probably would. And like they tried to throw him some few balls, but he wasn't getting open. And like it was a lot of like high contested balls because he's like what 6'6", 6'5", and that's the only thing he was really getting. Mark Andrews, like he could do everything. Like he's Mark Andrews is arguably like a top three tight end in the league. Like he goes in deep,
100%.
vertically, especially. Like it's just like
Run.
I think they're gonna implement him in the lineup, of course. But I think Mark Andrews is gonna be number one. They might have some two tight end sets like to block and shit too with Derrick Henry. But I think Mark Andrews is like he's gonna be like he might be that best receiver, like receiving yards this season for that team. If Zay Flowers don't break out, it'll probably be him.
Okay.
Or like he's number two.
I can respect it. I can respect it. I feel as though, we have to see how he is going to be coming off that injury.
Yeah.
I don't think he should lose a step. I mean, like you said, he has been for quite a while now a top three tight end in the league. You got some young guys coming up, like Sam Laporta, Brock Bowers, excuse me, who has a lot of hype around him. But I mean, he's been the most reliable, and like you said, one of, if not Lamar's main target since Lamar has been a Baltimore Raven. So
Yeah.
it's interesting to see how the Ravens are going to stack up tomorrow. Let's segue into the Chiefs. Now we have some new additions to the Chiefs as well as some new losses. We saw that they recently waived Kadarius Toney, who,
Mm.
Finally,
man, listen, Kadarius.
that boy.
I don't know, what do y'all think it is about Kadarius? Because y'all think it's off the field issues, y'all think it's on the field effort, like because he was a first round draft pick, and I mean, the Giants got up off him, and now the Chiefs, who, man, if you can't make it work in the Chiefs offense, I don't know if you can make it work anywhere, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if he got waived from the Giants too, or like they just.
They got
They
rid of
traded
him,
him.
bro. Got his ass up out of there.
So that's on him then, because if you get away from two teams and you made it to the NFL and you get away from two teams, then you might be the problem. But I'm just saying. But I mean, he's a great player though. You feel me? Like he gave other teams problems.
Right.
He's got speed to him.
Yeah,
Need to get them hands right. Looking like
definitely.
Brandon Marshall when he was on the Dolphins and shit. Don't quote me on that.
No
But
Yeah.
cap.
I mean, Tony, I don't know, bro. He need to tighten up, bro.
I feel you. I mean, he's definitely had his spurts. He's definitely had his moments, but I mean, somebody that has, like we said, he was drafted in the first round. He was expected to be a pretty big impact wideout in the NFL, and it just really hasn't turned out.
Yeah.
They added Hollywood Brown to the mix, so with that addition to their receiving core, McKinley, I want to segue to you. How do you feel as though the Chiefs match up offense? I mean, we know who's behind the helm. We know he has arguably the greatest, if you're thinking of recency bias, arguably the greatest tight end of all time. Alongside him, how do you like the Chiefs' offense going into this matchup against the Baltimore Ravens?
If they weren't really dealing with like issues like when it came to injuries or off the field issues, I think it's like a good a good matchup because they got a lot of speed with Xavier Worthy, Hollywood. Rasheed Rice is coming out to someone, and we know what Travis Kelsey is in the past game. But they're off the issue stuff with like Rasheed and his stuff, and Marquise he's not gonna be playing in the first game, and then Xavier Worthy I think he was on like the injury report list, but I mean we'll see game time if he's able to play. But if they're fully healthy, I like it, but I don't know that right now they're just going through like too many issues and stuff. But we know with the great mind of Andy Reid, the damn with Mahomes, it's just honestly speechless with him. I was about to say something, but I really couldn't think of anything clever. But
Right.
with Mahomes, and then you got Isaiah Pacheco in their run game, they're gonna figure something out with whatever they got on the field with it. And the Chiefs, I feel like they're gonna do their thing. I feel like we're gonna see a good offensive battle for sure.
Yeah, I hear you, and that I assume that's what that number 15 in the backfield is really what has kind of have you picking the Chiefs money line in this matchup. I mean, you can't. It's become like a Brady effect. I know folks. I know McKinley like to hear it. I'm a Dolphins fan as well. We don't like to hear it. French too. We don't like to hear it. But I mean,
Mhm.
whenever you went up against Brady, it's like it don't really matter who he had on the field with him. I mean,
Boy,
it's never really. You're not putting big money against him in any way, shape, or form, and it's the same thing with Mahomes. I feel like, in my opinion. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, the defense is still very solid. I know you still got Chris Jones, who has been, what he's been throughout the league. Did they add anybody new from Key or Smack, if y'all remember, to the defense?
Nah, not that I know. I
They
think they were
lost.
pretty much the same.
They lost somebody though, right? Who was their corner that they lost?
Legarius Sneed.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, Legarius
yeah.
Sneed. So that might be a big blow, low key, because
It is.
that's a huge blow, honestly, because we
I
know
think
how yeah we know how shaky like the Chiefs started off the season, but he was pivotal to that championship run. So um,
Absolutely.
100%.
Facts. Need was there. Oh my gosh.
Right, and
He's been in
congratulations
those
to
problems.
yeah, and congratulations to that boy getting his money. I think he's with he's with Tennessee now.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hmm.
right. So I don't know, man. I'm just looking forward to the matchup, first NFL game of the season, and it's between and who what I think, and this is a whole nother conversation we can get into because I feel like there's been a lot of disrespect on the ranking of the quarterbacks in the NFL. But in my opinion, this is a matchup between the first and the second best quarterback in the NFL, and it's no question.
100%.
I don't want to hear no Josh Allen. I don't want to hear no Joe Burrow. I
You're gonna hear a lot
personally,
of Josh Allen.
I know I will. I know I will. And I'm gonna hear a lot of Joe Burrow, who I personally think, I'm sorry to say, and y'all have told me I'm wrong on many occasions, but I'll say it again, and I'll say it for the MKZ public. Joe Burrow is overrated.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
I'm just putting it,
Cause
and
he, cause he chalk.
it's not no, right, Slim Shady. It's not really no fault of his own. I mean, he's been hurt, so that's my reasoning for me saying he's overrated. I know they had that Super Bowl push. I know he beat Mahomes. He's probably the only quarterback that can say he's beat Mahomes. But bro, I just got to see more. And now that he's dealing with Jamar Chase, who's talking about he might not be suiting up for Week 1
Hmm.
with the whole money situation,
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see it, man. I
He
want
was
to see it.
practicing today.
He was practicing today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
Demar.
I think I saw a report saying that there's like rumors or like slight thoughts that he may be sitting out Week 1. I don't think he's going to. I know the coach already confirmed that he's going to be playing, but
Yeah.
I mean they're doing him dirty over there. I mean he wants his money and I mean rightfully so. He's I mean 1A 1B receivers in the league right now. Jamar Chase is in
Sure.
the conversation. So we'll see how it goes, man. But yeah, that's tomorrow's game, Thursday night, 8:20, as McKinley explained to us earlier. McKinley, we got the second game is going to be on Friday, correct?
yeah. It's gonna be the Green Bay and the Eagles in Brazil.
Brazil.
This is Brazil.
Right, right. Okay, Green Bay and the Eagles in Brazil. That's going to be a fun fact. Key, you want to show your fun fact you shared with us before the thing?
How in San Paulo, the arena, they can't wear the color green is banned.
Mm, that's
So any team
crazy.
that goes there has to like not wear green, or the game won't go on.
That's insane, bro. And now we're
That's
dealing with
crazy.
two. Now we're dealing with two teams that do wear green. I'm interested to see what kits they hit the field with, but it's going to be a great matchup between the underdog of one of the underdogs of last year, one of the surprise stories of last year, in the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love,
Mhm.
and a bit of a redemption arc for the Philadelphia Eagles, who had the kitchen sink fall straight out from under them last season after what 10-1 start
Hmm.
to barely making not barely making the playoffs, but scraping into the playoffs and then losing their first divisional game. Like, ah,
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
that's
That's
rough.
crazy.
That's rough. Key, let me ask you real quick. How do you feel as though the addition of Saquon Barkley to the Philadelphia Eagles backfield is going to affect the team?
Honestly, it's just like two things. Like one, he just had to stay healthy. He has a good O line now, and like the one thing about Saquon that's like been annoying to watch him do, he likes to make big runs out of like nothing, and like he forces yards back sometimes. But like people say his O line is trash, so like I get it. But now he has a good O line now, and I feel like he should just like run hard and be crafty, but like don't do too much. It's really simple for him right now. I don't know because I think Nick Sirianni is an idiot. I don't know how they gonna play that offense.
Hmm.
And then another, I was gonna say the next thing is just that they always had a good offense. They had a good running back last year. I mean, Swift ain't Saquon, but bro, you have two really good receivers, a great O line, a good quarterback. All this going on. What happened last year? Like your defense is good. I mean, I guess James Bradbury was messing up, but they got to do something. I don't think Saquon. I mean, Saquon does helps out a lot, but I don't think it's like Super Bowl unless they do something to beat the Niners to beat all these other teams. 'Cause everybody else got better too.
Right, right.
Uh,
I do agree with that point. Nick Sirianni. I mean, it's hard. I don't know because we saw all the hype. You don't fuck with him, Key. You don't think he's that good of a coach.
No, no, yeah.
Okay, okay. I can respect it. I can respect that. I mean, and
yeah.
I mean the latest evidence that we have to speak about, it shows it proves the Key's point. I mean, something terribly wrong went on. I know Jalen was dealing with some injuries on that second half of the season, but for the Eagles to start off the way they did and they didn't win a single game in like next how many weeks? Like
Yeah.
something
Yeah, no, that's
really, yeah, something really
That's
really
crazy.
tragic happened with the Eagles. Who, you
AJ
know,
Brown got problems too.
yep, AJ Brown was having the targets issue. He felt as though he should be getting more of the ball. Um, it's just I'm just interested to see how they bounce back. And then we have the new age Green Bay Packers, who just added Josh Jacobs to their backfield, who I think is a tremendous addition.
Yeah.
They already had
Yeah.
Aaron Jones. I know they lost him, but I mean, Aaron Jones has carried me in fantasy a couple times, so I can't say that I'm, displeased with any of his efforts in Green Bay. But Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs, if he still is the Josh Jacobs of old that we remember, he should bring something very exciting to that Green Bay backfield. So it's interesting to see. We'll see how it goes. Real quick to segue to French. That's our main betting man of the group. French, who you got? Who you got? If you had a, if we had a row of people in front of us right now, they all need us pick the smash for tomorrow, and they wanted to put it on the Green Bay Packers game and the Philadelphia Eagles game. It's all on you.
Pressure.
It's all on you. The pressure on you.
Man. We going with the Eagles.
just to let you. Yeah, I'm about to say just to
Hey,
let you know the Eagles are favored, dude.
I know. I figured it. But they'll be like minus like 135 or something like that. It ain't gonna be nothing crazy. Cause I ain't gonna lie. But
Hey, you
realistically,
you mad close. It's a minus 140.
he a
140.
pro. He a pro. I'm trying to tell you.
I figured, bro. I figured, bro.
Yeah, that's a good
Nah,
idea.
yeah, I like that because I mean, it depends on really how they start for real. Because y'all know how they go. Like if they doing bad in the beginning, Jalen Hurts gonna turn his light skin on and be like, what do I do? What do I do? You feel me?
Right. Right.
Like they need to
Boy
pick
got
it
to
up
unleash
quick,
that Q
start
dog.
early. You said what?
That boy got to unleash his inner Q dog.
Here go
Exactly.
here go Smack, bro. But I
You got,
respect it.
my dog, dog. You feel me?
Just
If y'all
chill,
didn't
man.
know,
Just
if
chill.
y'all
Just
didn't know,
chill.
if y'all didn't know,
Just chill.
if y'all didn't
Just
know, if y'all
chill.
didn't
Just
know, you
chill.
feel
Just
me?
yeah,
chill.
yeah.
But no, I
But
mean,
yeah,
y'all bring up good points. Y'all bring up good points. My homie actually who does run a podcast, it's called Real Talk with MJ. It's actually
mm-hmm.
blowing up, and he's actually been doing his thing. So shout out Real Talk.
Shout out
But
him.
he
Shout out him.
he brought up a big point, and I don't know. The comments were kind of the comments were kind of controversial about it. But he was saying, and I want to hear y'all's takes on this. He was saying that Saquon Barkley is going to have the impact on the Philadelphia Eagles. Granted, he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but nonetheless, he said Saquon Barkley is going to have the impact on the Philadelphia Eagles that Christian McCaffrey had for the San Francisco 49ers. What do y'all think about that take? And
It's a hot take.
before you answer, he did lay out some things, some comparable things between the two. We know C-Mac was a dynamic back, especially early on with Cam. We know Saquon, what Saquon was when he was drafted. We know C-Mac had his injuries in Carolina. We know Saquon had his injuries in New York. I didn't. I'm gonna just be honest. I know C-Mac is C-Mac, but I wasn't expecting what he's doing over there in the 49ers when he got over there. I know he was very solid. Key, you might have expected it, but to lead the league in all-purpose yards to what 20 total touchdowns? I didn't expect
Yeah,
that.
he was otherworldly. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like that was, bro.
Literally,
That
it
he
was my
what?
bad. To piggyback on that, it was to the point where you throw if you put McCaffrey anytime touchdown, it's on like -2 something. I'm like, what?
Bro,
What are they
Right,
talking
because
about?
it's hitting every time,
Like,
bro.
because he
bro,
scores every single. He scored literally almost every game. So I'm
Every
just
there's
like,
a
game.
wow.
there's a huge X factor. Bro, he was doing that for the Panthers before he got hurt,
He
and he had a
was,
crazy year.
he
But it
was,
was a
but he was
huge
coming
X
off the
factor.
injury though. That's what I'm
He
saying.
yeah, but he got traded. He was doing good and got traded midway. But
Right, right.
here's a huge X factor. That nigga
I think,
McCaffrey to the Niners. Damn, god damn.
Let Key
what?
speak. Let Key speak. Let Key speak. Let Key
I'll
speak.
go first. Okay, I go first. The,
Oh
the,
no, go
the,
ahead.
McCaffrey to the Niners is like Phil Jackson to Jordan. That nigga went into freaking Shanahan, bro. That nigga, bro. Every running back in that system excels. So when you put that in Christian McCaffrey, there, I already knew he was gonna blow up.
Real.
Yeah,
That was a perfect offense for McCaffrey. It's a triangle offense for Jordan. Like that's the main difference. Like, they took a hand in hand. Saquon to the Eagles. McCaffrey, Saquon, like someone was telling me how Saquon was like one of the best running backs in the league, like above McCaffrey, arguably. I said, what?
nah, it's
There
crazy.
ain't
He
nowhere
had the
near the
talent.
same.
He had
Saquon
the
was
talent
nice
though.
though. Key, you
Yeah, I was
can't
about to say,
He's
forget.
yeah.
he's skillful, but talent to like producing, they different levels. And you can't say, oh, Saquon had a worse. McCaffrey team was shit. McCaffrey was the Panthers. Saquon at least had what? Who you had at first? Who was there with him? That was doing at least 800 yards.
He had,
Shepard,
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Shepard and
So
them.
so so he had people taken away from him a little bit. Now he had
That's
Odell for like
help.
a little stint.
That's
He had
help though.
Odell
That's
for like
help.
1 year.
McCaffrey had nobody. They stacked. McCaffrey was the Panthers. Like there was
So,
nobody to
so he
help
getting so
McCaffrey.
he's getting force fed production. He's getting at least 30.
No,
He's getting the ball 30 times a game, whether it's 10
he,
receptions and 20 attempts or 30 rushing attempts.
when them boys left, it was still Saquon by himself, and he didn't do nothing. And they both got hurt. Like you said, Saquon did not produce anywhere near. And then even when McCaffrey had like Cam Newton them in the beginning of his career, he was still a dog for them. Like I
Oh yeah,
don't I'm not saying Saquon is not like I think Saquon's like a top five, but he's like bottom four. I don't think he's in the conversation with McCaffrey. But
respect.
him going to the Eagles, nah, it's that nigga Kyle Shanahan, bro. That nigga, he's a genius. He's just as smart as Eric Reed. I think he is Eric Reed level,
Andy
but
Reid.
Eric Reed for the Chiefs. It's that
Oh,
Eric
okay,
Reed.
okay, okay. Yeah, right, right.
Eric
Eric
Reed
Bien
like
Eric Bieniemy.
No, Eric Reed, Andy Reid. The fuck his name?
Andy, yeah, I'm about to
Yeah,
say you
that's
be
what
Yeah,
you.
I
I'm
was.
like,
I'm tripping.
You
I
talking
think
about Eric
Eric Reed.
Bieniemy?
that boy blue. I'm like,
But
who's
no,
Eric
but,
Reed?
but I think Andy Reid just like has more experience because Andy Reid was like that in the beginning of his career too. He's like a really great offensive mind, but he kept losing, and like when he finally got to Mahomes, that's when he started winning. And I think Kyle Shanahan's kind of going through that right now. Like he didn't, he's a great offensive guy, but like he's losing right now. And I don't know about Party being Patrick Mahomes for him, but we'll see how that team's really good. But I like those two guys are really smart offensive minds, and they will excel a lot of players. And we give them a player like Christian McCaffrey, it brings them to the level. I think Saquon's gonna be good for them, but I don't think he's gonna be like Christian McCaffrey. That's my
Right
I
before you
just
hop
feel
in,
like,
right
oh,
before you hop in, French and Smack, because I know you guys were planning on hopping in. I did. So, Key, do you think you may have been you may be slightly undermining or slightly like kind of forgetting what that Philadelphia Eagles run game looked like once upon a time when they made that Super Bowl run? Because now you plop Saquon in there. I mean, the same thing you said about the 49ers and how Nick Shanahan was able to get the most out of all of his running backs. For a point in time, it may not have been under Nick Sirianni specifically, although I feel as though they've had decent rushing years with him. Now you're popping Saquon into that. And don't forget about Jalen Hurts, who's always a threat with his legs as well. I don't know. You tell me.
another big thing is that they have better receivers on the Philadelphia Eagles. Like AJ Brown's like a top five receiver. Devontae Smith is like the his best number two receiver in the league, if not like top two. You have to throw the ball to them.
He's
And
number
like,
two.
who's number one?
Jalen Waddle.
Ass. Anyway, I didn't even say that shit. I didn't even say that shit.
No,
I didn't even
but
say that shit.
I'm
Ass.
glad you knew because you knew where I was going.
Niggas better than that nigga. Niggas
what?
better
But he's
than
not
that
better.
nigga.
He's not better. He's not better. He's
Niggas,
not better. He's
niggas
not
better
better.
than
No,
that nigga.
he's
Oh,
not better.
anyway, yes he
Wait,
is. Yes he is. T
who?
Higgins. T Higgins.
The
T Higgins is
number
better than
Hell
Jalen
no.
The
Rad.
number,
Hell
Yes
no.
he
hold
is.
on,
Hell
Yes
the
he
no.
is.
number two,
Hell no.
the best number two discussion could go a lot of ways though, because there are a lot of good number twos.
Yeah, there are.
T is solid. T is not a hell no though, Smack. T is not a hell no, because
Oh my
T
God.
could be a number one.
And Jalen Waddle could be a number one.
I know he
I mean,
could. I know he could.
he can stay healthy. He can stay healthy. He get cut by DBs. He get cut by other DBs. You know, he might be
Hell
number
no.
two.
Bro,
He get cut
that's
number ones. Yes, he have.
too offensive. He's
Dolphins
played
fan.
majority of his games. He played majority of his games. He missed like two, 3 games. You swear he's missing the whole season. He never missed the whole
That nigga
season.
missed about 3 games a season. That nigga missed about 3 games a season.
There's 17 games in the regular
He
season.
missed 3 games a season, and then when sometimes he plays, it's like he's not there.
I mean,
He
shit. When you have Jalen Waddle, you have goddamn Raheem Mostert taking your
Yeah,
touches.
the
You
ball
got
just
Devontae
like AJ
Smith.
Brown. Jamal Chase and T Higgins. I don't want to hear it.
So what is Devontae Smith? I had him on my fantasy team. He wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, 1,000 yards last year.
Are
1,000
you gonna
yards.
tell
Yeah,
me?
he
I
had
had him
1,000
on my
yards.
fantasy team.
He had 1,000 yards with 8 touchdowns.
Jalen Waddle had 1,000 yards too.
That nigga Jalen Waddle shit was fool. That
There
shit.
you go,
they're
bro.
both
That shit
raw.
was
They're
fool.
both raw. Come on, they're both raw. Let's give them all their credit.
Anyway, like I was saying,
He's appreciative.
that offense doesn't mean anything. I'm talking football. The offense is what you call it? The offense is different from like the Super Bowl run because they have way better guys and then like even last year, like Swift is not Saquon, but Swift is a really good running back. He should at least put up on that behind the line, at least put up way more than he did. And I feel like they weren't running the ball as much with him. I feel like, and then they have problems. Like if they had problems with AJ Brown and shit. I don't know if they can figure that out. But I just like I said, I don't think that Nick is that guy. Like I feel like Nick is like more friendly. He's more like personal, real cool. He
Yeah.
don't seem like the type of guy to just like go out there and like set a certain thing like Andy Reid and them. Like he's like, okay, AJ Brown bitching this week. Let's throw more targets to AJ Brown. Oh, okay, this nigga, this like let me do this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the other guys have a certain system. That's why like I think Saquon's gonna do good. I think Saquon's gonna get like 1,000 yards. But Christian McCaffrey like that like I don't know. Just the Niners just play completely different. It's like uncomparable.
I respect it. I respect it. I'll just yeah. I mean, Nick Shanahan is Kyle Shanahan, excuse me, is cut from a different cloth just off of. I mean, it's one thing when you get into football and you become passionate about it. Like all of us here talking sports the way we do. I mean, we don't come from any backgrounds of professional athletes or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
it's really just a love for the game, true thing. Then you have certain families like the Manning family, the Shanahan family, where like okay, there was nothing else. Like it was football through and through. And you know, what's his name's father? Shanahan's dad. I mean, he coached Shannon Sharp. I mean, he was he has multiple Super Bowl rings under his belt. Like it's a legacy thing, you know. So
Yeah.
I hear you. I respect it. My bad to cut you off earlier, French. If you still remember what you was trying to say,
I thought McKay was gonna say something.
or I know
Now
McKinley
McKenny,
was thinking about
McKenny
something.
got it. Yeah. Oh no, I
Oh,
was just
okay.
gonna say. I feel like I mean, it could be, it can go either way. Because then again, like I feel like that injury that Saquon had, I feel like it kind of set him back a little bit. Like
Yeah.
you feel me? Like I that kind of set him back from the potential that everybody's saying, like he should be at. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm like, that's why I want to see what he does this year. You feel me? And
Yeah.
if he gets right this year, like then he gonna be back up in them talks. You feel me? Talking about like, oh, back up with the Christian McCaffreys and stuff. Because
Yeah.
just like he said, I feel like Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion, like if I were building a franchise around either McCaffrey or Saquon, I'm picking McCaffrey.
Picking
Yeah.
McCaffrey, and
I'm
that's
picking McCaffrey.
respectable. That's respectable.
Right
I'm not
now, I'm
mad
gonna
at
pick
it.
McCaffrey.
Right.
But depending on how Saquon does, you feel me? Because McCaffrey, you feel me? He's a receiving running back. He's
Hmm.
elusive. You feel me? Like he could run the ball, and
Right.
like he gets like how Marshawn Lynch gets every single inch. Like, come on, like pause. You feel me? But yeah,
Right.
Resume.
No, I hear you. I hear you though. I hear you. And like I feel as though if we were to ask that same question of who you're building around, let's say 5 years ago, like or maybe when they was coming out of college, and this is where the hype about Saquon comes in key, is that
exactly.
we know what folks was we remember what folks were saying about Saquon when he was coming out of when he was coming out of Penn State. They was talking
Yeah.
about
Mhm.
Saquon like he was gonna be the next AP or something. Like he's the
Yeah.
next
Gee.
100%.
dominant, you know, like the next dominant back in the league. So he
Mhm.
and I don't want to write him off from reaching that, potential. I mean, he's nowhere near, at least not currently, reaching the levels of some of the greatest backs that he was compared to. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna write him off from having a refreshing moment here in Philly and rejuvenating his career after these injuries. So we'll wish them the best. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, that's another game to look forward to. Friday night. Is it Friday night or is Brazil a different time zone?
That's Friday night. No, probably. Let me
Maybe
check.
like
Actually,
maybe
let
like
me look
late
it up.
afternoon, maybe.
Maybe. Let me look it up before we say some
Okay,
shit.
yeah. While Key's
Yeah,
grabbing that, yeah, that's a
we
big
got such
game.
the Easter time.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
it's eight
right.
fifteen. It's,
G-
it's 8:15 Eastern. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Eastern. All right.
so eight
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we got a late game between the two. Another game to look forward to. Like we said, NFL season is, back in full effect. And as you know, we're passionate about this stuff. We had a plethora of arguments in this one episode alone, and we're looking forward to bringing you guys, entertaining content throughout the entirety of the season. So before we get up out of here, we have a couple guys that have things they got to do today. Like we said, we still all got busy schedules. We still got all things we got to do. Obligations we have to uphold. I want to get out of here on this. Let's share one thing each of us are looking forward to for the NFL season. I could start off, and it could be controversial. It could be just a player, a team, whatever you want to see. I think I'm going to start off by saying I want to see the true hype because we just got off somebody who had a lot of hype coming out of college in Saquon. I need to see the hype behind Marvin Harrison Jr. because the way he was moving up
In
into the
college.
season right now in college and up into the season, especially since NIL has become a thing,
Oh
he's
my
moving
gosh.
like he untouchable. He's not going to no draft combines. He's not doing any interviews. He's not. He's like I'm. Y'all know I'm that nigga. Like
Hmm.
that's how he feels. Or at least that's the vibe I get from what the media shares. So he's moving as if yeah, I'm gonna come into this league and I'm gonna fuck shit up. Just being quite truthful with you. And I
G.
hope to see it. And I was just recently talking with a buddy at work, and he was telling me that his favorite wide receiver of all time, and who he thinks has a case for the best receiver of all time, is his father, Marvin Harrison.
Hmm.
And I second, I kind of double took at it, but he just came from a perspective of like if we're talking technical wide receivers, like Larry Fitzgerald types, you know, those wideouts that you knew you could count on. It wasn't going to be flashy, it wasn't going to be crazy, but they was going to get you the numbers they needed.
Like
He kind
Jimmy.
of, yeah, like he kind of had me like, okay. I wouldn't say he's the best of all time. I mean, I think that's kind of wild to say with Jerry's numbers, but um, he's definitely up there. He's definitely top 10 for sure, for sure. So to see what his son is gonna do, hopefully it's a 2.0 situation, an evolution of, hey, I'm my dad, but I'm better. The way he's carrying himself. So we gonna see.
Yeah,
Who trying to go next?
true. I'll go.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Man,
no, you could go. I'm just saying that's what his dad said too.
Right. You see what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
it's high expectations right now. It's high hopes, and we're gonna
yeah,
see if he tears it up. I think they even call him Maserati Marv or something. So
yeah. I'm like cussing that.
yeah.
Cussing that.
Maserati Marv.
Right. We gonna see. We gonna see what he do in the league. But French, go take off.
Nah, I want to see how Aaron Rodgers gonna do this year.
Mm.
Mm.
Cause I definitely picked him up on fantasy. I bought into the hype. Okay, cause I feel like he got some vengeance. You feel me? Just gotta like, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hold on. If this nigga get hurt the first game, bro, or throughout the season at all, bro, I'm gonna be hot. I'm
I
gonna be
feel
hot
you. I feel you. I don't
because
blame
I
you.
would have picked up somebody else, and I ain't gonna disclose that because you feel me. I'm playing against you bastards. All right. If he gets hurt, but I'm praying he doesn't. Lord, please,
Right.
please, 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 don't let
Right.
this man get hurt. I just need a good season. That's it. I need
I
a good
feel you.
season. But
I feel you.
also, I need to see how my dog Keon Coleman gonna do. You feel me? He came out of Florida State.
What that
Oh.
Um,
nigga?
Oh,
Josh
brother.
Allen, Josh Allen just throwing the jump ball, bro. He gonna get it. I promise. I
No, he's
promise.
not. No,
Promise.
he's not.
Josh Allen. If you're watching this, please throw him the jump ball.
This is not your boy Travis and Florida State no more, bro. This is the NFL. This is the big leagues, bro. This is the big leagues, bro. This is the big leagues.
All right. Y'all
All
gonna
right.
be shocked. What?
All
What?
right. We gonna see. We gonna see. Smack. What's up?
And damn, what am I excited to see?
The Dolphins.
I know he gonna say
That,
something.
but that's just too obvious. Honestly, I'm excited to see what that boy Jordan Love does. Like he
Mm.
came off him and C.J. Stroud.
Oh yeah,
Those
the
two, I'm really excited
Texans.
to see those two.
Ooh,
Right.
the Texans about to be lit. My bad, Mickey. I didn't mean to cut you off. Texans about to
And then
be
yeah,
lit.
those two QBs, and I'm excited to see the third thing would be the Falcons defense, because
Okay.
they just
Mm.
picked up Justin Simmons, and then now they just got the best safety duo in the league, which is crazy. Justin
Mm,
Simmons and Jesse Bates is insane.
With
yeah.
Judon.
Yeah.
Like and then like that's crazy.
It's
Their
insane.
defense is fucking crazy.
Now we got to see what the offense does because they have somebody that used to don these
Oh, Sugar.
colors. You know, behind center. So we'll see what Cookout Kirk do for the damn
Oh,
Atlanta Falcons. But
You
we
like
gonna
that?
see.
You like
Key, what's up? Round us off.
I'm excited to see Bryce Young.
Whoa.
I,
Okay.
I think Bryce Young is given the small spoon. Is that what people say?
Yeah, like the short end of the stick is what people
He
say.
got,
that?
he got it was unfortunate. I was just talking to my little brother about this the other day. He looked good in camp. He looked really good. He looked good throwing the ball to Deontay Johnson. I think Deontay Johnson's more motivated to play. He has to after what he did in Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
But I think he's still really good. I don't think he's like CJ Stroud, but I think he's like he's a quarterback that can stay in the league. But he just good luck to that nigga. I don't know. The Panthers are really booty meat, so I say good luck to him, and I hope he does best because I don't think he's trash. Like I just think he just has a really rough start in that team. It
Didn't they have
reminded
the
me of
worst
Smith.
record last year? I'm just asking.
I think so. Yeah,
They
I think
did.
so.
They
I
did.
They
mean,
did
then
at
again,
least top
I
two.
feel like it's tough for him because like they ain't really have no offense. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
they really
Yeah.
had no offense, and like he's a rookie QB coming in, and it's like
Not
yeah,
even not even just the offense, but we have to remember he's on the smaller side of the quarterback sizing chart if we're talking about quarterbacks. And the one
yeah,
thing you need to do when you have a smaller quarterback is protect your quarterback. And they had
yeah.
arguably the worst offensive line in the
offensive
NFL.
line.
He
That
was
was
getting
bad.
he was getting ragdolled like Heisman difficulty on damn Madden. So,
Boy, boy,
man,
on college
listen.
football for real.
Oh
On college
yeah, like
football.
All American
Oh
on college
my
football,
gosh.
bro. Yeah,
Playing on Heisman, bro. Oh my
don't
gosh.
get me
Yeah, yeah.
started, bro.
I
So
Yeah.
we gonna see
I
though.
hope man. I hope he does good. I hope he's better. He has more weapons now. O line got slightly better, but we'll see, man.
Yeah, we gonna see. Key just revealed a bit of his undercover Alabama fan, so it's good. It's nice to
Oh,
see.
nigga.
It's nice to see that. But
Fuck
man,
that one.
but listen, man, we got to get up out of here. Like I said, folks have stuff to do with the episode, but we're probably close to an hour in. I can't see the time, but it's been a good one. It's been a good discussion. It's always a pleasure seeing my niggas, man. It's always a pleasure seeing y'all boys and chopping it up with
Likewise.
y'all.
Always.
Always,
Yes, sir.
definitely, always. And to MKZ, I mean, we're over a year running now, man, and it feels kind of surreal because this was just a random thought in a PlayStation party. But you
That's
feel me?
crazy.
For it to be something that has been consistent for the most part and something that we're still doing. And, we understand that when you start a platform or a podcast or whatever, you have to start from the ground up, especially if you're not Cristiano Ronaldo who's getting diamond plaques in a week. But,
Hmm.
I mean, it's all work. It's all work for a good cause. And even if it doesn't pay out the way we want it to as quickly as we want it to, like we said, if it's even just one viewer, we're excited to bring you guys some updates on sports, and more than all, I enjoy my time sitting here and talking to my dogs. So
Hmm.
you know, other than that, man, NFL season right around the corner in a couple hours when y'all see this. So tune in,
Hmm.
enjoy, and MKC is gonna be back every week to give y'all boys a roundup of what's going on. So that's all from me. Y'all got anything else before we close this bitch out?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Don,
fantasy
Don,
football champ
Don,
coming this
Julio.
soon.
Done. Done.
Huh.
Done. Done.
Hold
Done.
on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, I was gonna say we're not gonna let Smack slick
You heard
ass
what I
comments
said? You heard
slide.
what I said? You heard what I said.
Wait, what do you say?
Fantasy football champ coming to you soon.
Man, kick fucking rocks, man. You got your fucking mind, boy. I think we can round off the episode with that blasphemy, man. MKZ signing out. Lay y'all game.
Yes, sir.